Hey, everybody, it's issue 53 of Common Comic Covers and Appreciation Podcast for Non-Key Comics. Like us, subscribe, follow us. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Andy. Hey, Jeremy,
Yes,
I
I don't
know.
care. No, is
No,
that, are we doing that
this is a
bit?
different bit. This is a different
Okay,
bit.
okay, sorry,
So,
sorry.
when we're, in our comment section, we always ask, like, what kind of product you use in your hair, or like,
I've
how do
never,
you,
I've never seen those comments, but yeah,
yeah, yeah, or like, how do you trim your beard, or like, well, I
okay.
was asked a comment this day. I was like, how do you keep your voice so like rich and deep? And
Mm.
it was like room temperature whole milk. It really just coats it down.
You do have a a rich, glassy voice, and now
Rich, glassy,
brought to you
screechy.
by brought to you by Room Temp Whole Milk.
Yeah.
Um, you've always had interesting dietary habits. I remember your ricotta cheese sandwiches, Andy. It's an
Yes.
exciting
Yeah.
episode. I'm glad we're here. We almost didn't make this happen.
Yeah.
You are on the west side of Washington State, and you were hit by a cyclone bomb is
Yeah.
what they're calling it. It's the first time I've
Yeah.
heard that phrase. So
Yeah. It
glad
was
to
just,
see that the power's back on there.
yeah.
We had an inch of snow. It was magical.
Yeah. I
That was
wish
our cyclone bomb.
the few times I'm like, oh, we had more extreme weather than Spokane.
I know.
But
I know.
yeah, it was just windy and rainy. But it
Well,
was,
I'm glad you made it.
yeah.
We're going to share our common covers tonight. Our common comic covers. We have What's It Worth, where I continuously miss by miles.
Yeah.
I'm if we were playing darts,
Hmm.
um, I've hit the guy at the pinball machine. Um, I don't know. I watched
Yeah.
Footloose. It just makes me think that. Then
Oh,
we have our
nice.
inbox, our hot 10 from Key Collector. We're going to keep one and pass on one.
I've never
And then
seen
we're going to,
Footloose.
I'm sorry, let's hit
Yeah.
pause.
No, it's we'll go watch Footloose. My wife
And
even put on a musical of it, and I still had
well,
didn't
no,
know her at the
no, no,
time.
no, 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 no. You need to watch the original 1980s Kevin Bacon
Yeah,
Footloose. Wow. Okay.
yeah, I know.
My kids have seen that movie, and you haven't. So anyway,
Yeah.
you'll hate it, but it's a classic. So that's crazy. That's crazy. You've never seen it.
I know.
I guess, um, I think please blast Andy in the comments, everybody,
This
for having never seen Footloose. I
I,
think
I have nothing
the
against
biggest
it.
movie, most popular movie that I have never seen is Titanic.
Oh, you never saw it.
No, and I don't want to. Andy, what
Yeah.
is your common comic cover?
Oh yeah. So my common cover is Justice League of America 151.
Oh, that's
It's
funny. It's kind of like your Batman cover from last week.
Yeah, it is. I found these books in the collection. I'm like, I love these cool covers. This is a Al Milgrom and Joe Orlando cover. This is
Yeah,
from February of 78. So it's
that's
40, almost
1978. Yeah.
47 years old.
Wow.
Um, the story is by Jerry Conway and art is by Dick Dillon and Frank McLaughlin. It's a bondage cover. You see Wonder Woman look chained up,
Ah, yep, there she is.
and it has the word bubbles. She's like
Who
these
is
lights
that?
won't.
Who's that at the
Oh,
bottom there?
it's like Professor Fortune is the
Nope.
villain.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
But
cool. That's a
yeah,
great book. I'm
these
sorry.
are
Tell me again, who's the cover artist?
Al Milgrom and Joe Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a cheap book. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
this is in
Is that
really nice shape.
CPV?
It's not. This is before Canadian
Uh,
price variance.
Canadian. Okay, before CPVs. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. This
That's
is a great.
beautiful. That's a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
book.
Thank
I
you.
love that. I love that.
Yeah, it's a cool, and I like. It's a cool. I like. I. I had a couple of choices, and I was like, I like this one. I'm gonna do this one.
Yeah. Good.
What's your
Yeah. So I
common
went
color cover?
with our theme. Our theme tonight is
Nice.
cyclone bomb.
Oh yes, I went with
Yeah.
milk.
Yeah. I mean, yep. Good. our pre-show notes were our theme tonight is Cyclone Bomb, and then it's open to interpretation from there. Usually, I'm literal, and Andy is also literal, and we each just have literal definitions of what we're doing. So my Cyclone Bomb tonight, Marvel Premiere number 37, 1977.
Oh boy.
3D Man. This is
Yeah.
his third appearance, and he's battling Sub-Zero Man right there on the
Nice.
docks of New York City.
Before Street
Crisis.
Fighter or whatever, right?
Yeah, 1977. This is well, guess who the cover
Oh,
is.
sorry, Mortal Kombat. I don't want to don't at me. It's yeah. Okay, who did that cover?
Gil Kane.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Gil Kane, Joe Sinnott. Writer is Roy Thomas. He gets the credit here, but when I looked this up on mycomicshop.com,
yeah,
co-writer, and I believe it was like someone that helped with the plots, Don Glute.
another glute.
Another
Nice.
glute. It's gluten all over the place.
Well, didn't you say something weird to your wife one time? Like you have really nice glutes before you guys were dating, and then she was like really embarrassed and no.
How do you remember? No, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you're like,
Andy,
oh, I didn't know.
Speaking of failure,
sorry,
that was definitely one of my fails.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, it was not a bad. It was funny. I'm not going into the story.
Yeah. Okay.
What's it worth? I'm going to take a stab at a comic book, and I'm going to fail. That was actually a great segue on my failure.
Yes.
I'm excited.
All right,
excited
so I'm gonna
for this.
let's show you that, and I will share this. All right.
Okay. I have this book. I have this.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a 9.4, and it's from the Massachusetts pedigree, which
I don't know what that means.
it came from a collector who owned the book and had a big collection of it.
Okay. Okay. So mine is definitely like a 1.0.
Yeah.
And I paid like 30 for it.
Okay. So just like
this is a 9.4.
9.4.
$2,000.
You are so close, man.
Really?
Yeah, 3,840.
That's not that close, but
But it's only
double. That's double.
Yeah, by percentage, but that's the closest you've been to any book.
Yeah,
only
that's true.
1,800 off. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, that was good. Good job, man.
$4,000. Okay. That's a great book.
Yeah, I've never read mine because it's in a case.
I've read mine. It's fun.
Yeah.
Those are actually really, really cool books. Andy, what's in your inbox?
Okay. So last week I showed you, I guess the theme is like I'm doing last week's again, but I showed you my 9.8s from my CGC submission.
Yeah.
So this is the ones that were not 9.8s. So, and this is funny. I sent in 7 books that had all been graded as 9.6s.
Okay.
3 of them.
So you sent in books that were already graded.
Yes, I sent in
I had the books. Slab. You broke the slab.
I cracked the slabs open. I worked on them and I sent them back. Okay. And then I paid for them to work on it again. Okay. And I got 3 more 9.8s.
Okay. And were they CGC or were these the PDXs that you had?
No, these are all CGCs still.
Okay, so you gave them you let them try again.
Yeah, I mean grading's a little subjective too. So I mean they do a great job, but so this is a 9.6 again. I thought this would be a 9.8.
Oh, yeah.
It's clean. And I don't think there's any notes on it.
What are they not liking about it?
I don't know. Oh, well, this little corner, there's that's folded up and torn. Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. That's a beautiful book.
Yeah, it has a little tag right at the it's like that's a bindery issue though. So I don't know. But so I think I'm just gonna keep this.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah. Okay, and then this was then I got this one. It came back as a 9.4.
Oh, so you lost 2 points.
I lost 2 points.
You lost 0.2.
Yeah, and this
is not going well.
No, this is the first appearance in Nightwing.
Yeah.
So a 9.4, 9.8 would have been really nice.
Yeah, 9.4 will sell though.
Yeah, I don't know what I'll sell. I don't know. I'm not.
Don't you kind of want to keep the first appearance of Nightwing? No, he doesn't. He doesn't want to
Maybe.
keep it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Haven't decided what to do. And then this is the Web of Spider-Man. This was a 9.6. It became a
Oh,
9.4. Um,
sorry, man.
yeah, it's
Them's the breaks.
yeah. So anyways, great book. Looks
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
9.4. All
I'm
these
sorry.
things are pretty subjective. And
Yeah,
this is also a
yeah.
9.6
Oh, that's a great book.
or 9.4, but it was a
And yeah,
9.6.
yeah.
So for seven, I sent seven books to them. Three of
Yep.
them went to 9.8, three of them went to 9.4, and one stayed at 9.6.
So
So
what's the moral of the story? About you're batting about 490.
yeah, I mean I mean the
Do you regret it?
no. I
No.
think the
You're happy with the
the
398s that you got out of it.
yeah, and
Okay.
it's I have a hard time selling modern age books when they're not 9.8s.
Okay.
So
Okay.
and I thought it was worth a gamble. It looks like they maybe just like got too much moisture,
Too much
like
milk. Too much milk.
too much milk in
Yeah.
these. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
Okay.
what's in your inbox, Jeremy?
Yeah. Thanks for asking, Andy.
Yeah.
Uh, these are some Value Village finds. I don't always
Oh,
find comic books when I go to Value Village, but I always
no,
check.
yeah.
And these were actually tucked in. I just kind of saw them as I was looking. They were tucked by all the books where like the sheet music and
Yeah.
history on
Okay.
music books, and these were just shoved in there. They're not. They're probably they're probably 3.0s. I mean, they're not. They still look good to the eye,
There you go.
but these are really fun. So I have Star Wars Legacy #1,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it has like 10 first appearances. I didn't write any of them down because I don't know who the heck of any of them are. I'm not. I like Star Wars the movies. I
Yeah.
don't really have Star Wars comic books, but the fun part. So these were $2. This was a
There you
$2
go.
book, and it's an Adam Hughes. How cool is that?
That's cool.
Yeah. So this one is actually a third printing, um,
Oh, okay.
which it's one of those times where I want to say it's actually worth more than the first printing
Yeah.
because
That's
there's
weird.
less of them.
Yeah. Yeah, for
Whatever.
sure. Yeah. Different
This
cover or
one
same
did
cover?
same cover, different backgrounds.
Yeah, okay.
And then like this is the white background, silver writing. Second
Yeah.
print is like white background, gold writing.
Okay.
Well worth $2. If it was in not if it was a 9.8, it'd be worth, I don't know, like $100, maybe more, maybe less.
Yeah.
But it's not. But anyway, it was cool. And then right next to it, and right with it, rather, it was Star Wars Legacy #3. Again, another Adam Hughes, 2006.
Is that the third
Um,
print too, or is that first print?
this is the second printing.
Ah, interesting.
Also valuable, also has some key appearances of no one I know. Um, these, if they were in better condition, I would sell them
Hmm.
on eBay, but I just think they would sit forever, and I would probably end up making $1 after what I
Yeah.
paid in shipping and taxes. So I'm just going to keep them. They're Adam Hughes covers. I don't hate Star Wars. I love Star Wars.
Yeah.
They're kind of cool covers. They were a fun find. Um, like I said, I don't always find great stuff at Value Village, but I did that night.
That's cool. Yeah. Those
Yeah,
every once in a while.
yeah. Andy, it's
Oh
time for the
yeah.
Hot 10. We're going to open up Key Collector, their Hot
Yeah.
10 of the week. And
Oh,
we're
okay.
gonna we're each
Oh
gonna pick one
yeah.
that we're like, that's the one I want, and we're each gonna pick one where it's like, get rid of it.
Eventually I'll learn how to do this quickly, but
That's right. I'll buy you
all
time.
right, that's good.
Just blame it on the cyclone bomb.
Yeah, that's right. So
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
First appearance of
First appearance
Bane.
of Bane.
It's
Yep,
cool.
that is a cool book.
First appearance in Death of Wonder Man.
Wonder Boy. Okay.
First
Oh, I
Kingpin.
love that book.
Yeah. Did you get a copy yet?
I don't, not yet.
Okay. This is a cool
Oh,
book.
yeah, that's a great book.
Did I ever tell you
That's
I
a
won
great.
this in an auction
No,
for super cheap
you got to add it to your. You got to hit it on
and they
your.
never sent it? So
Oh,
I
I
just
have.
did it.
I have this book.
I used to have it. Yeah.
Yeah, mine's a low mid.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah,
I
it's
collect
got
that.
some. Yeah.
So first Hawkeye, yeah.
No,
Okay. And
that
that,
doesn't count.
the first
He
Boba
was in
Fett,
the. Yeah, I
I
just think
actually,
he was in the movie. He was in the movie before he was in the comic book, right?
no.
No.
Well, it's 1980, looks like.
Sorry
And
if you're a Star Wars fan, we've really
oh,
offended.
I mean,
We've
maybe it's
offended.
about the same time.
We've really offended you right now,
Yeah,
and we
because
apologize.
yeah, Empire Strikes Back came out in 80, so it's I don't know. I that was actually in the collection I bought in really high grades in a newsstand, so I'm gonna
Yeah, that's cool.
ship that off. Um,
Still,
Super Mario, yeah, or Super Mario Bros. What? I don't know why I said that.
that
Incredible
one's a
Hulk,
yeah, yep,
good one. You kind of see the same ones over and over again, don't you?
yeah. Oh, that's new to the list. I think I don't think that was on there
Yeah,
last
Need
week.
for Deadpool. That's
Hmm.
cool. Oh,
Oh, great.
is that number one? That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. That's a great one.
Yeah.
That's a new
Like,
number one. Okay, which one are you keeping? That's
uh,
which one are you getting rid of, Andy?
yeah, I think I'm getting rid of. Can I look at them all again?
Yeah, I'm getting rid of Boba Fett.
I'm getting
Sorry.
rid of Vengeance of Bane. No,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But which
And
one are
what
you keeping?
250 or sorry, Amazing Spider-Man 50.
Yeah.
Kingpin's my favorite.
I would keep the
What are
Iron
you
Man
getting? You got
one.
rid of Bane?
Yeah. Well, who'd you get rid of? The Boba Fett one. Yeah.
Boba Fett.
Okay.
And you're going Iron Man number one. Yeah, good
Yeah,
call. Good call.
that would be a fun one to keep.
That
So
would be. Okay, that's exciting. Andy,
yeah.
take us on a tour. And a tour is something special that we want to take you all, our amazing people, viewers, and subscribers. If you haven't
Yeah.
subscribed, hit subscribe right now. Like us, follow us on Instagram. Andy, what's your tour?
Yeah. So my tour is it could have been my inbox. It's all I'm going through the collection I purchased and it's just I'm finding things. So I'm gonna take you on Neil Adams covers
Ooh, yes.
in dollar comics. So the ones that have the dollar comic bit, like, and these are just ones I found. I
These are
might have
ones
more in here.
you found him. Oh! I see what you're
See
saying.
the
Dollar.
dollar
Yeah.
comics
I see
banner
dollar.
here. So this
Yeah,
is
I'm with you.
a April of 77. It's a Kurt Swan pencils the cover and Neil
Okay.
Adams inks. And it's
Oh,
a cool
interesting.
cover.
That's great.
I'll try to get it. So
I
yeah.
love that.
Yeah, it's a cool
Okay.
one.
That's a great
Um,
one.
this is my favorite of the covers here. This is neat.
Oh,
This
wow.
is from June of 77.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
It's
cool
Neil
cover.
Adams cover. Just Neil
Yeah.
Adams.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
He does a great Superman.
Yeah. And so this is um,
I have that one.
yeah. Okay, this
Yep.
is July of 77
Yep.
and Neil Adams. It's
Fortunately,
okay.
someone hole punched mine for me, so I can fit it
Oh,
in all my notebook already. I didn't have to do the hole punching myself.
that's good. That's good.
Hmm. Yep.
Makes it convenient. And
Yeah.
this one was this is the maybe the coolest of them all. So this is
Oh,
um
that's cool. 5 star. What's it say? 5 star superhero spectacular.
yeah. Yeah, this is DC Special Series number 1 actually from April of or September of 77. My book shop said this is like one of the earliest 80-page dollar comics they
Okay.
made. It's an
Okay.
ad free. So I don't
Wow.
but the other ones I just showed you were earlier, I thought. Um
Who
and the
knew?
another weird thing about this one is like, do you remember that? Have you seen that Cobra um a DC book from around this time? and it's spelled with a K, Cobra, and
Mm-mm.
he's, anyways, I had like I had the issue number one when I was a kid and still do, but it was a limited series and it went 7 issues, and they had an eighth issue planned, but the eighth issue is actually in this book.
Oh, okay,
So
sure.
yeah,
Okay.
so to finish the series, you get this one. So it's kind of
Yeah,
cool, but a beautiful Neal Adams cover. These are just
that's a
cool
great cover.
books.
Yeah, those are awesome.
I love the 100 pages. I love those 80 page ones.
Yeah. Those
Um,
all look like they're in pretty good condition too.
yeah, they're all on
Were those part
right.
you've just purchased those over the years?
No, this is part of the collection
Oh
that I
wow.
bought. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So these are, I mean, he took good care of his books. Some of his books he bought, and you could tell he definitely bought them not firsthand, and they're just beat up
Okay.
more.
Okay.
But these look like they were. I mean, maybe he just bought them because I don't know. Yeah, I think.
It's okay.
Yeah, he's about. I think he's about 10, 15 years older than me. So
Okay.
yeah. Anyways, yeah. What take me on a tour, Jeremy?
Yeah, this is fun.
Remind me
So
of
I
my youth.
and this will.
Good.
Yeah, this is good. Um, I stumbled across a um, search, and about 20 years ago, something came out called Wizard Magazine. Remember Wizard Magazine?
Yes.
I loved Wizard
Yeah.
Magazine. Wizard Magazine's
Yeah.
100 best single issue comics since you were born, 1979 to 2005.
Okay.
So tonight I'm going to showcase some books from 1 through 5,
Nice.
which before the other day I think I had 7 of the top 10, and these are single issue, meaning the story, the plot,
Yeah.
something that haven't. So these aren't necessarily key. Some of them on the list are, but these are the voters, whoever the voters were. I don't know a ton about the list. It was hard to research it. I just stumbled across it in a few different spots, and they all were the same. So
Yeah.
if someone knows, it'd be awesome. So tonight, I'm just going to highlight some 4 of the top 5.
Did you get this out of the magazine or did you find it online?
Found it on the internet.
Ah, that
Yeah,
thing, that old
yeah,
nugget.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So number one on the top 100 best single issue comics since you were born, it's top 10, number 8
Wow.
by Alan Moore. I read it. I don't get it. I didn't hate it,
Okay, that's good.
but I felt it. I was just kind of like, oh, should I have read 1 through 7
Hmm.
to think that this was the best single issue? So I don't know.
Huh.
I wish I knew the criteria
Right.
on
Why is
what
that the
made it.
single issue? Yeah.
It definitely had some philosophical values, some esoteric kind of thought in it. You know, it was deep.
Hmm.
So it was cool. I read it again. I didn't hate it. I didn't get it. I don't have number 2, but number 3. I think this is number 3. Yeah,
So that was the number one book was like you just didn't get. That's weird.
number 1 on the top 100 single issues,
Huh.
1979. Yeah, and I paid $3 for this the other day at the comic book
Yeah.
shop. So
Yeah.
not key. I'll read it again. I would get. Here's what I'll say. I'm interested in getting 1 through 7.
Okay.
Like I liked it enough where it's like, okay, I'm curious about who these people are, who these characters are. It almost feels like everyone is a superhero. I did love. There's tons of cameos in it. Um, like because there's it's in this world where like everyone is flying, and there's like this landing portal to go into different worlds, and it's showing all these people, and they look like superheroes. But in one scene, or one little in the background, you can see the yellow submarine, the Beatles yellow submarine. There's like
Which did fly. Yeah.
yeah, Plastic Man and his family are like in a car.
Okay.
Howard the Duck is in one scene. So they
Nice.
drew in all these cool little cameos. That was kind of fun. Number 3 on the top 100, Sandman number 8. This is a key. This is the first appearance of Death,
Yeah.
but voted on there because of its story. Number 4, we've talked
That
about
was
this
Alan
one.
Moore. Both the first 3 are Alan Moore
Actually,
that you have.
the first number 1 is top 10. Number
Yeah.
2 is a Superman annual that is an Alan Moore,
Okay.
and then number 3, this is a Neil Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry.
but number 4 is a Alan Moore
Alan Moore.
Killing
Yeah.
Joke. We've talked about this one.
Yeah.
It's a thicker one, but
Yeah.
it's considered a single issue. Um,
Yeah.
some people would consider it a trade paperback. I don't know. Do you consider this a trade or an issue?
It's a single issue. It's like The Dark Knight
One,
Returns. They
yeah, one shot.
Yeah.
And then number 5, you're not going to see this one coming.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimate Spider-Man number 13 is number 5.
That's a weird. Why that one?
Well, Spider-Man reveals to Mary Jane that he is Peter
Okay.
Parker. Excuse me, Peter Parker. Or I'm trying to remember. Is it Spider-Man says he's Peter Parker? Or Peter Parker says he's Spider-Man. I've read this. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I am not gonna lie. I love this Spider-Man run.
Yeah.
I
It's great.
have, I think, the first 20 something issues. But this was number 5. So my tour top 5. I have more for another time. I'm excited. It was a fun little.
Yeah.
To me, that is my favorite kind of top 10, top 100 list. Is
Best
like,
single stories.
this is a good story. There's some on there where it's like, okay, that's a pretty expensive book, but I don't think any of them on there are super expensive and hard to find. So
Yeah.
more to come.
From
More to come on
79
that.
to 2005.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Is it now? 2005 must have been when the issue of the magazine came out, I assume.
Must have been, and then Wizard died probably shortly thereafter.
Yeah, I remember your wife had got you the subscription, right?
Yeah, and I ended up getting like 1 or 2, and then it got canceled. Yes, that's funny you remember that.
That's so sad. Oh.
Oh well.
All right. Well, as Neil Young says, Sweet Home. Oh, okay.
Sweet Home Alabama. No, Leonard Skinner and Neil Young did not like each other. Yeah. No,
somehow the connection.
Are you going to go keep on rocking in the free world? Is that
Keep on rocking the free world?
Is that where you're
English. Heading? All right.
Wow, you are feeling nostalgic.
I am feeling
All right,
nostalgic.
spit it out, Ringo.
And as Ringo Starr says, peace, love, peace, love.